Don't you worry, guys, because I have mine hot and ready, and it's not 28 years later. It's not 28 years later, surprisingly. That movie just leaves questions that left to be desired that I think are gonna get filled out in the second one, hopefully. I fucking hated Nosferatu. That movie was so dumb. It was way too long. It was pretty much just a retelling of Dracula the book, but kind of weaker. And I didn't like other than I think that was this year. I think it was the beginning
Christmas.
of this year.
It came out Christmas, but it counts towards this year.
Yeah. I mean, it was just so it was so bad. Unfortunately, even though the acting in the movie was great and there were some heavy caliber actors in there, they couldn't save it. They really could not save this film. I'm sorry. The one hand visual effect that over the city, that was really cool. But other than that, just go watch Dracula from the 90s. Go watch Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Or read the book because the book is a much better telling of this story.
Watch Shadow of the Vampire with Willem Dafoe, where they did it better.
Yep.
Or that.
28 schlongs later. Too much schlong in that movie, man. Too much schlong in that movie for me, man. No, as a fan of 28 Days Later, I like Danny. To me, even though I don't classify the infected as zombies, it is a zombie film. It was just, ahead of its time. It changed the game of zombie films forever, I think. And it was just a great film. Cillian Murphy was a rock star. Naomi Harris was a rock star. The Irish actor Gleason was great in it as the dad. So this movie, like Danny said, 28 weeks later was a step down, but still a good movie. It was more action packed. And then I love the comic books, which I wish they would have adapted into live action. This movie was so disappointing, man. I mean, I don't know. And it was sad. You got a good actor like Aaron Taylor Johnson, and you waste him. And I know they were setting up the next movie and everything, but you waste that talent. The kid actor was great for this to be his first role. He was the best thing. Him and the mom, the actress that played the mom, were the best things about the movie. Ray Fiennes, he got wasted, so I'm excited to see that he is the focus of the next one. But yeah, I was still disappointed with the movie overall.
No, we may not have gotten Aaron Taylor Johnson. Exactly. But we got plenty of Johnson.
I think we have our thumbnail title is 28 schlongs later.
God damn.
I don't know. I didn't see any bad horror movies this year. I just saw a lot of really disappointing shit on the other end. I saw Fantastic Four First Steps this year. It was fine, but it ultimately was just like the most disappointing use of these characters that I've ever seen. And I've seen all of the Fantastic Four movies in the past couple of years. I don't like any of them. They're all very hollow as characters. The whole heart of this movie is Sue Storm having the baby, and that does play out pretty well. But in the end of the day, I just don't care. They don't make me care. Captain America's Noah brought up Captain America. Captain America wasn't any freaking better. It just made me feel empty. The only good thing that came out of this year, and I still stand by it, was Superman.
Oh, wait, you talking about the new Superman?
No.
Wait, Lucas, hold on.
But yeah, no,
that's the worst movie of the year.
I don't appreciate the usage of the Fantastic Four. I don't appreciate that it was Marvel MCU-ified. They could have played it so much better.
Lucas,
and it was just
are
disappointing.
You talking about the new Superman that you enjoyed?
Yeah, we gotta go back to Superman.
Yeah, I've been very vocal about how much I love the
worst Superman ever, by the way.
I've been very insanely. I have been so insanely open and talkative about this topic that I have. It's like I've made memes about it.
He is the worst Superman ever. Are you joking me?
I love it. No. He's the most. He's the most human Superman.
You can look at Lewis and Clark, and they humanized him way
it's a
better.
Gorgeous story.
No fucking
gorgeous story. It's a gorgeous story. It's a
All
gorgeous
right,
story.
all right. This will be an hour debate and argument. So
I told you we could talk about this forever.
Yep.
You brought this
The
up.
only blasphemy I heard is that the First Steps was the worst iteration of Fantastic Four when Four Stick exists.
all right, hey.
No,
that's
it's the most
big.
disappointing. It's the most disappointing usage of the Fantastic Four. Fan Four Stick is the worst usage, but this is the most disappointing.
All right.
I'm sorry,
Danny.
I can't argue with these
The
youngins
worst
right
horror
now
movie
because my
from
blood
five
pressure
that
is
you've
gonna go
seen.
through the roof. Because as a comic book fan, I cannot fucking right now. The best Superman, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
You're talking to another comic book fan.
dude.
What do you
You
mean?
don't know what Superman is, dude. The epitome. If you want to talk about
I've
a
read
perfect
Superman
Superman,
still
still to this
beginning
day.
to end. I could tell you things about
Oh my God,
Superman that
are
your
you
mother
serious?
wouldn't know.
Are you serious?
Oh my
I
God.
can tell you everything about Superman and his fucking
my
feats
God.
right now,
I
and I'm
don't-
not even a fucking Superman fan. Just put it to you that way, bro. Get the fuck out of here
We
with
can't
that
do
dumb
that now.
shit.
We can't do that
Listen,
now,
the
Danny.
best
We
Superman
can't
to
do
this
that
day
right
is
now,
Christopher
Danny.
Reeve. Argue
All
with
right.
the youngins. They
We're
don't
on
know
a
shit,
time
but
schedule
anyway.
here.
So, if we were to talk about horror movies of this year, like I told you, I travel a lot, so I haven't seen a lot of it, so please forgive me. However, the one that was the most disappointing to me that came out this year, I was super excited about it. I was, hell yeah, they have an awesome cast, and I was like, no! Was Weapons. If Weapons wasn't an anthology, and if they did it linear, it'd make a lot more sense than what we got. I had so many fucking questions at the end of that movie. Especially that all of a sudden she's a witch. Cool, man. No explanation whatsoever. This entire movie, you're thinking something else is going on. Maybe it's a supernatural or whatever. And then they reveal that she's a witch towards the end. And nothing. I was like, it would have been better if you followed the kid's story from the beginning, right? All the way to the end. And showed how his story intertwines with everything else. No, they wanted, follow this character. Follow this character. And this character. No, dude. Like, do it linear. It would have been a lot better. I was so disappointed. And then, the thing that I was like, I'm done. I was like, I can't with this movie. Was the ending. Spoiler for anyone that didn't see it. Dude, talking about the Fonz jumping the shark. All the kids, and then she jumps out the window, and the kids jump out the window. And, I was like, what? What?
Yeah, that was.
Dude,
we were cracking up. We were
For
cracking
some
up.
reason, I kept seeing like somebody mowing their lawn, and in the backyard is the witch running around away,
Yeah.
and all the kids following her, and dude just mow. Yeah, it was kind
wild. It was like, there's
of a
no
little bit of a letdown
fucking
ending.
way this is happening right now.
It just ruined the tone
it
of
was
the rest of the movie.
cheese
You know?
upon cheese for the ending of that movie. And I was like, yeah, just put it to you this way. My lady's not a horror fan whatsoever, but she's been humoring me because we've been watching all these horror films. She's like, I guess I'll watch it with you, right? She was even excited about this movie, and she goes, what the fuck? For her to say that, and she's not into this like we are. Oh no. For her to say that, and she's not into this like we are, was absolutely the icing on the cake that me and her were on the same page. I was like, God, this is awful. Why? It was pretty bad. Like I said, I have my gripes with 28 years later, but I think I'm more salty because I was so excited for this movie, and that happened. I was like,
I thought Weapons was fine. It had some weird imagery.
Yeah, you also think that the latest Superman is the best thing ever.
Jail.
Shut up, dude.
All right.
It's gonna be Lucas. Lucas, you're gonna get in trouble for no reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble for no reason.
I love Julia Garner. You know me. I adore that woman. I hated her
She's
character
amazing.
in this movie. I hated her
amazing.
in this movie. I hated her
Right?
in this movie, man.
Right?
I was just like, why? Why would you waste this
Bro,
awesome woman
like,
on this crappy character? Like, dude.
bro, to the point that to Lucas's point, I didn't really hate the new Fantastic Four. I was like, it's meh, at best. It's just a remake of Fantastic Four 2. But for her as the female Silver Surfer, I was like, why waste her on that character as well? I'm like, yeah, damn. But with weapons, I was like, that's even worse. I was like, what are we doing? Dude, her performance in Ozark was so amazing to show her range, to show everything. And you got this woman in these roles that are just absolute trash. I'm like, why? She's such a phenomenal actress. So phenomenal, and you got her in these trash roles, man.
I'm not gonna bring up Superman.
Thank God.
I actually have to agree with Nosferatu. In fact, it was surprising because I didn't even watch it all the way through, and I really loved the silent movie, the original, and I'm a big fan of the book, of Dracula. Not Bram Stoker's Dracula the movie, although over the years, because I love the cast, I did come to like it. But they shouldn't have called that Bram Stoker's Dracula, because the book is done completely out of writings and recordings, and it has an amazing feel to it. And the first Nosferatu kind of picked that up. He was a monster until the very end, when it was very sad that he stayed there knowing he'd die because she said stay. But this Nosferatu, I turned it off. Like, I was so disappointed. So yeah, that would be my least favorite, I would say, for me to have not watched it all the way through. So I didn't think about it. I think I blocked it out until Noah talked about it.
The worst movie that I saw this year was a remake of the 1980s or early 90s Witchboard. Like, I was somewhat excited to watch this movie, and I sat down, finally found out where it was streaming, watched it, and this is the biggest piece of disjointed garbage that I've seen this entire year. There's a music score that is with scenes that doesn't make any sense. There's a soft porn USA from the late 90s, early 2000s feel to
Now
it.
we're talking.
There's decisions that are being made in this film that don't add up, and there's so many plot holes to it. This is the only movie that I turned off this year, and I've saw over 100 brand new films this year. This is the one that I turned off, and I'm thanking the Lord or whoever's out there that I did not go to the theaters to see this one, because even though it's a free ticket, I would have been absolutely pissed off if I had to sit down and watch this crap. Yeah. Yep.
It's that bad.
I turned it off. 10 minutes left I had, and it's like, nope, I'm done. I tap out. I don't give a rat's ass of where we're going. None of this makes sense. The acting's bad. Score is bad. I'm done.